Oh, I like. Hello there. Um, right now I'm doing this live stream, and when it goes up on YouTube, it'll be unlisted, but I'm gonna make it public so that anybody that wants to watch it can. I don't have anything to hide. But this video is mainly for a friend of mine named Alex. Hi, Alex. Um, I'm gonna try to make this video as short as possible. I'm not busy. I could take all night if I wanted to, but I'm I could say a lot of stuff, but it's pointless. It doesn't. It I don't know. You are probably wanting to know one thing, and so I will just tell you that there's no reason to sugarcoat stuff. I'm just gonna be straightforward. I'm not gonna build stuff up or anything. I'm just gonna tell you. And the thing I'm talking about is you probably want to know why I'm not talking to you. Now, if you ask me, the answer is kind of obvious, but okay. Before we get started, I want to let you know I wasn't gonna do this. I wasn't gonna make this video, and I wasn't gonna tell you the truth. If you want to thank anybody, though, that I am getting around to doing this video, you can thank Midnight, because he told me. He asked me to he didn't ask me to make a video. He asked me to unblock you on Google Plus and tell you what's going on. I did unblock you on Google Plus. I'm not really sure why that matters, because I still have you added on Skype, and you never messaged me or anything. Not that I wanted you to. I didn't want you to, obviously. I blocked you on Google Plus because I don't want to talk to you. So if you would have messaged me on Skype, it wouldn't have ended nicely. But he asked me to talk to you. Now, I'm not good with text. I'm better in this type of situation. So rather than type all this out to you, I'm going to tell you. Okay? So thank him, because I wasn't going to do it. But you do deserve the truth, and you deserve closure. So here we go. Also, before I get started, I want to tell you that I'll admit it right here. I probably admitted it in previous videos, but I'll admit it again. I'm a coward. I like to run from my problems rather than face them head on, and this is a problem. Our whole friendship thing, that's a problem. I was going to run, but Midnight forced me not to, and so here I am. I'm finally facing this. And it won't end nicely, but that's how it has to go. We've had a long ride, you and me have. I met you on FimFiction, and that happened. And when we made the chat, when you joined that chat, the first Google chat we made, you were so much different. You were so much different. You definitely weren't as outspoken. Maybe in real life you were, but in the chat, no. You were mostly just mopey. Always making sad face emoticons, and it was much different. And I felt so bad for you. And I just wanted to hug you and help you. And now, at the heart of everything, I knew I couldn't help you, but I just wanted to make you happy. And I don't remember if I did. I could go back and read all the chats and see, but and that would take me quite a while, and I'm quite lazy. Lazy, and I don't want to. But things were a lot different back then. You were always sad, but I'm not sure how to explain it. You were always sad, but your attitude wasn't as sour, let's just say. But then soon enough that ended. After you left because of the Shutter guy situation, you left and you came back and you felt a lot happier, at least to me. Maybe you were just putting on a brave face. I don't know, but talking to you, you were a lot less depressed and a lot happier. And then our friendship goes into the best stage in my opinion, which was like, I don't know, probably May to September of last year, probably something like that. 5-month period or so. But then in like September or October, I could be off. I'm just estimating. I don't, based on memory. Things got a lot less happy, and you started to get a lot more hostile, at least in my opinion. And so in like October, September, I stayed away from the chat a lot more because of your nature. Because you started to get to the point where you were agitated very easily, and obviously I don't want to say anything and make you upset, so I just decided to stay away from the chat for like 4 months. Then in like close to New Year's 2015, you left the chat. I don't remember how long you were gone, but for like a few weeks we were just talking in our own chat, our own private chat. And then I made my New Year's resolution video, and I promised to be a better friend, not to you, only to you, but to everybody. And we're in October, and I can honestly say I haven't done that. I have not. I stopped talking to Mal and Marcus for over 2 months just because I figured Michael would not be happy about that. I even blocked Michael on Skype for basically no reason, just because I was upset with something he said, which is stupid, but that's what I do. I'm not a very good friend, and I admit this. Sometimes I think, do I even deserve friends? And I don't really think I do. I appreciate my friends and all that, but do I really deserve them? I don't think so. But then you came back to the chat in January, whatever day it was. Might have been February, I don't really remember. I don't know. Ever since last September or October, whenever it was, after our happiest period ended, it's never been the same. I've constantly had to hide from the chat. Not only me, but soon enough it was Midnight too. Midnight hit as well, because he's prone to saying stupid things. And sometimes I agree they're very stupid, but other times I thought you were a little bit too hard on him. And I can admit I've been too. That's just part of me being not the best person. But sometimes I thought he was ragged on too much. That's just my opinion. Ever since last September, our friendship hasn't been the same, man. I'm just gonna go out and say it. It's been pretty crappy. Like you said, you know, why friends aren't supposed to be afraid to talk to each other, and that's what it was. Everything you said, Alex, has been right. One thing I'll say is you're very good at reading people. I unfortunately can't really claim that. You're very good at reading people. You read me like a book. Everything you said was true. I was afraid to talk to you. I don't know, you said a lot of stuff. Whatever you said was probably right. I could go back in the chat and read it, but I don't know what chat it is. I don't know. You've said this many times. I don't know what days they were. It doesn't matter. You were right. Okay? Okay, that's it. You were right. And we'll leave it at that. Yeah, just always afraid to talk to you. Every night I made a call, I was nervous, scared, because one, I don't like conflict, and I just don't want to deal with it. So when it was time to give you the link, I just hung my head, and I'm like, okay, gotta get through another night of this crap. And I would invite you, and sometimes it would go fine. Sometimes it ended horribly, and you, with the flick of a wrist, you were very upset. And I don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do, Alex. I don't know how to make you feel better. It's not like I haven't tried before. I tried for a long time to make you happy. Not only me, but Jason, Midnight Hunter. We all tried, and it just didn't work. And it's not your fault. You have depression. I've never really been depressed in my life. But I do understand depression. It's not... I'm sure you'd love to wake up one day and your diabetes would be gone. Your family was the happiest family around. You wouldn't have to worry about the holes in your fingers, taking shots every time you ate something. I'm sure you would love that. But you can't help it. So I get that. In the past you've said you could help it, and you're just being an asshole, and a drama queen, and a whiny bitch. But I honestly think you can't really help it. That's what depression is. It's not like someone can grab you by the arm and say, hey, let's go to a movie, that'll cheer you up. No, it won't. That's not how that works. Or you could be bipolar. You've said that before. I mean, I think you have the signs that... I think you have the signs that lead to that. Very happy one minute, posting Yoshi pictures, Pinky pictures, joking around with me and everyone else in class. And then the next 20 minutes later, I'm out of class. I'm sitting in the hot Arizona sun. My bus is late. Oh, I'm home now. I hate life. And you're in the... And you are a member of that chat, and that's your right to say all that stuff. But honestly, around last September, October, whenever our funnest period ended, yeah, I've got more annoyed by it every day. We as human beings, we are prone to complaining, but and people watching this video, they can think whatever they want of me. I don't really care. I'm not just trying to be cool, like, oh, that Fred piece of shit, he doesn't care what people think about him. I don't. Especially if they're people I don't know. If it's like Mala or one of my other friends watching this, I might be a little bit upset, but random people on the internet, I don't care what you think about me. So you can think whatever you want about me. But, I know you have a lot of problems. Like, after you came back into the chat in January or whenever it was, probably January, maybe early February, I just began to get really, really, really tired of all your complaining. And like I said, you can't help it. Well, maybe you could help complaining. You could easily help complaining. You could just not complain. I know it helps to get that off your chest, but I was just getting real sick of it. And sick of your attitude, which was getting more sour every day. It was just pissing me off, to be honest. And of course, when I did say something, I said, oh, it'll be okay, Alex. I'm trying to help you out, cheer you up, but deep inside my soul, I'm like, I wish he would shut up. I really wish he would just be quiet. I know you have problems, but I couldn't take any more of the complaining. See, I have a better life than you, I admit that. I do have stuff I could complain about, but I do not because, one, I like to keep things to myself, and two, I don't know, I don't think it serves me any purpose or it helps me. I complain to myself. I talk to myself. That's how I get through that. I don't... Once something bad happens, I'll turn my monitor off. I don't need it on anyway. I don't know why it was on. Yeah. It's like, as soon as something bad happened to you, you just hop onto the Google chat and start, oh, my brother's being annoying, my parents are arguing, and they're yelling at each other. Yeah, that sucks. But honestly, after so long, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, man. It's the same old thing every day. Okay, your little brother's probably yelling because he's a little kid and that's what they do. As for your parents yelling all the time, just get divorced. I don't know. I don't have an answer for all this stuff. I probably sound like a jerk. I'm not trying to be. This is just how I feel. Truly, this is how I This is truly how I feel. I got tired of all your complaining. Oh, I was so sick of it. And your attitude sometimes would get so bad, and you would mouth off to all of us. Okay. We're trying to help you, and nope. Just say shit to us. And sometimes maybe we did deserve it, especially midnight, but other times, no. Nah. We didn't do shit to deserve that. It's stuff like that, and just little things. Like, it felt like you're mocking me because I'm not playing proud mode on Kingdom Hearts. Really? You're gonna insult me for that because I play on the easiest difficulty? Okay. I don't play video games for a challenge. Who cares what difficulty I play on? Really? So stupid. Like, I probably sound like a jerk and I'm just over-exaggerating. I don't care, that's what I feel. Just a lot of stupid things. And at the end of the day, I can only take so much. And when you left the chat on October 2nd, I think it was the day of your break, which I guess is over now. It's been over 10 days. I think it was October 2nd, I believe. And once again, just like every other day for the past almost a year, you're complaining again. And I could have stayed quiet. And like you've said many times, the thing that really set me off was when you said you were a bad friend. Now, unlike you, I'm not a good. I am a judgmental person, but I'm not. I can't read people like you. So I don't know if you're a bad friend. I think I'm a bad friend. I don't know about you. You could be. You're a better friend than me. I honestly don't know though. But you said that so many times. And I could have been quiet, but I just said, if you think you're a bad friend, why are you here? Why don't you just stop talking to us? And I said that because after so many months of your incessant complaining and annoyances, you were literally becoming a nuisance on me. So I said, maybe he'll leave, and you did. And I don't feel bad for it, because I'm a part of that chat, and I just wanted silence. Now, I could have left, but then a minute later, you, Midnight, everyone would have been messaging me, oh, come back, come back. Why would I want to come back to your complaining? I've had enough of it, Alex. I've had enough of your complaining. So I said, well, just get out of here then. Again, people probably think I'm a jerk right now. Alright. I could be. I don't know. This is just how I feel. And I just... you're probably... Yeah, you're getting out of school right now. You're probably at the bus stop right now. By the time you get home, this will probably be uploaded, and you can watch it and think whatever you'd like. I'm just done. Okay? I've never had a friend like you that I'm afraid of. And your life isn't going to change, Alex. A long time ago, me, Midnight Hunter, Jason, now all three of them still do, but I don't. I don't feel this way anymore, but I used to just wish... I used to wish that your life would magically become easier. and all that. But I know it won't. I know it won't. So, because of that, the complaining will not stop. And you're not going to stop putting yourself down. And on occasion, you're not going to stop putting us down because of your frustrations. And that, in turn, makes me furious. Because I don't want to hear it anymore. Okay? I'm just trying to figure out how to say this. You're gonna come home and watch this, and you can think whatever you want. You can agree with me. You can be very upset at me. You can cry. You probably will cry. Especially for what I'm getting to. And, you know, I'm not trying to make you cry or make you upset at me. I'm just stating my opinion. Yeah, I'm sick of it. You can have all the problems you want, but I don't stub my toe on that table over there and just go in the chat and say, "Oh, I stubbed my toe." Oh. What? You guys aren't, my friends aren't going to help me with the pain. So I just don't understand. Like, oh, my little brother's crying. What do you want us to do? I mean, we can't help you, okay? Me, Jason Midnight Hunter, we can't help you. And then Jason just thinks that it's all his fault, and then he just leaves the chat himself. He's a wreck. Like that one night, he gave his opinion on the New Day, which, if you're not a wrestling fan, the New Day is a wrestling thing. And Alex loves them, and Jason doesn't care for him, and Alex just gets all mad. And I'm just sitting here fuming because it's so ridiculous. Ridiculous. I wanted to say retarded. I didn't. It's so ridiculous how Alex reacted. It's just shit like that that pisses me off. Like, get over it. Get the fuck over it. My parents are yelling again. Yeah, they're always yelling. I mean, I'm sure it makes you feel terrible, but what are we supposed to do about it? You've admitted this. You've admitted that everything we do doesn't affect you. It doesn't make the situation better. And all four of us know that too. I'm not a good conversationalist. I don't know what you're going through. I'm not a psychiatrist. I wish I could be the friend that can somehow relate to everybody, relate to all their problems, and know just what to say, but I can't. I don't know what to say. So I just don't say anything. What do you want from me? And you've said it, you expect so much out of us. You shouldn't. I'm not the perfect friend. I can't do anything for you, man. And on top of all that, and you know, insulting yourself, insulting us at times, your presence in the chat it's a negative influence on all of us, man. I'm just gonna say it. Midnight Jason Hunter, they may not feel the same way. I do. I do. Your friendship is poison. You're like the cheese touch in Diary of a Wimpy Kid. You are the cheese, and I don't want to touch you. When I get close to you, you start complaining and whining and insulting, and so I just back away. I try to avoid you as much as I can. Yeah, that's shitty. But I think my friendship with you is shitty. And so why would I want to be a part of that? Anybody watching this, you can think whatever you want of me, but why would I want to be a part of a toxic environment like friendship with Alex? I'm not trying to be this harsh, but you want the truth. You're always saying in the chat, let it out. And Jason too, let it out. It'll make you feel better. This doesn't make me feel better. I don't want to do this. So that's a lie. I don't want to do this. So I don't agree with what you or Jason say in that regard. I don't want to do this. I was perfectly fine never making this video or telling you all this. You probably already knew it. Again, you've been right about everything, especially in my regard. And Jason Midnight Hunter, they're probably afraid to talk to you at times. But I'm the most afraid because I don't want to make you mad. But at this point, I'm not saying I've suddenly become 10 times braver. But I don't care anymore. Your friendship it's just spoiled. It's like that milk you don't want to drink. I don't want to drink it. I don't want any more of it, Alex. Now that you're gone from that chat, things are so much better. That probably makes you feel terrible. I'm just saying. So much better. So much quieter. And yeah, you like to talk. That's fine. I'm not that type of person. I don't want to be the center of attention or anything. And you've said it before, you're an attention whore. And I honestly think that's true. And recently, let me think. I think it was like 3 days ago. Apparently you told Hunter, this is what he said. You told Hunter, you want us to message you and ask if you're doing okay. And when I read that, I'm thinking, huh. So you want us to do that. But how do you think, well, okay, how do you think Midnight and Jason feel? Because honestly, ever since you left the chat, everything's been great for me. So it doesn't matter about me, but Jason and Midnight, they've constantly said they think it's your fault. Or, sorry, I worded that. They think your unhappiness is their fault because they never know what to say. Why don't you message them and ask them if they're okay? It's kind of selfish. That's just what I thought. And I thought you were guilt tripping us into making us feel bad for you because we're not messaging you and asking if you're okay. Even though every day Jason is in the chat asking Hunter, is Alex okay? I'm not going to message you asking that. I don't want to talk to you. I hope you're doing fine, but I don't want to talk to you. I just thought that was pretty selfish. But like I said, ever since you left the chat, I felt wonderful. My life isn't perfect either, you know. But I don't need to talk about it. You know, I'll live. I don't need to. I honestly don't feel that urge ever. I like to keep things to myself. That's just how I am. And you're not like that, I guess. And it's okay to, every once in a while, you know, message us and talk about your problems, but every day, constantly, oh, something else. You're right, you are very predictable. You are a very predictable person. That's not cool. Look, okay, I'm about to end this. Again, not because I'm not busy. I could keep talking, probably blabbering, because I went into this just talking off the top of my head. I don't have a script or anything. I'm just talking. There's a lot more I could say. I heard noises. I was hoping that I could make this video yesterday when my mom and my dad are both out of the house, but my sister didn't come over and take my dad away out to eat and whatnot while my mom was at the flea market, so I didn't have the chance to make that video yesterday, which would have been the perfect time. Yeah, okay. So I wasn't very straight to the point like I said it would be, because it would have been like a 20-second video. Here we go though. Alex, I don't want to be your friend anymore, okay? Because of all the reasons I've said, I don't want to have to deal with you anymore. You're like that broken toy I just want to get rid of, and I give it to my mom to sell at the flea market. I'm sorry, but that's the best analogy I can come up with. If it's really harsh, I don't know how else to say it. I don't want to be friends with you anymore. And yeah, Midnight, Jason, and Hunter, they probably will never be in this position. I remember me and Midnight constantly in our private chat talking about how much what you were saying was making us mad and how we just wanted you to leave. But now that you're gone, Midnight, he messages me a lot. Well, for one, saying, "Talk to Alex, man." And I miss Alex. I wish things were back to the way they were. I do too. But they're not going to be. If you join the chat tomorrow, it'll be the same thing. And I don't want it anymore. They may be fine with it. I don't. I'm not them. I'm quite different from all of them. And it may be because I'm a bad friend, but I'm just done, okay? I'm just done. I don't want to be friends with you anymore. We've had a lot of great times, but we've had even more crappy times. I'm not saying it was your fault. It could just be the way your life is set up. And I'm sorry that your life is the way it is, but you can't help it and I can't help it. None of our friends can help it. So why are we still doing this, man? I don't know what the answer would be. I'm surprised I lasted this long, but now, on October 19th, it is the 19th, right? I'm not really paying attention. Yes, on October 19th, 2015, I'm announcing I'm done. I don't want to be your friend anymore. We had a good 2 years. You know? You showed me Kingdom Hearts. I love it. That doesn't save a friendship, though. You know? I used to admire your tenacity and your bluntness, but towards the end there, it just pissed me off. So, yeah. And the only baggage I need, like I said, Jason, Midnight, Hunter, they probably want you back in the worst of ways. They probably miss you so much. Always thinking about you. But me, on the other hand, the only baggage I don't need to change my mind suddenly and wake up one day and say, "Oh, I'm going to message Alex and ask him to be friends again, and let's bring him back into the chat." The reason I know that I'm not going to need to do that, and the reason I don't feel the same way as those three, is because when you, well, there's a few reasons. When you left the chat, immediately, a huge sigh of relief exasperated from my lips. And that was October 10th, or sorry, 2nd, sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's been 16 days. It's over half a month, man. You've been gone from the chat. And I'm being completely honest. Okay? If there ever a time you should take me seriously, it's right now. Ever since you left the chat, I have not once missed you. I have not once thought about asking or messaging you and asking you to come back. I have not cried. I don't miss you, Alex. Again, my life isn't perfect. I'm not happy 24/7. Maybe I used to be, but now it's a little bit different. I gotta take a driving test soon, get a job. I don't complain about that stuff. Because it's life, man. Ugh. Your parents are arguing, your baby brother's crying, you have diabetes? Yeah, it sucks, but what's complaining gonna do? It's life. That's how I personally feel. I don't miss you. I don't miss you, Alex. Not once. Not even a little bit. I'm a lot better off without you. So, let's just go our separate ways. You can talk to Midnight, you can talk to Jason, you can talk to Hunter. In your private chat, all four of you can make your own little separate chat without me. Because if you ever do that and you invite me, that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna do it. And I'm putting my foot down. It will never happen again. Sorry, I don't miss you. I don't want to be friends with you. They can be friends with you. That's fine. It doesn't. No skin off my nose. It doesn't bother me. Your friendship with them probably means a lot to them. But it doesn't to me, because you can tell because I'm ending it right now. Right now. It's over. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't want to have all your problems draped onto my shoulders, because that's what you've done. Every time something bad happens, you come to us on your knees just crying about it. You complain about your baby brother always crying. And you're doing the same thing always. And you're just putting all of the weight of your problems on our shoulders. Some people can handle that. I can't. And I don't want it anymore. I'm done. I don't need it. I can barely carry my own weight. I don't want to be a part of your problems, Alex. Because I can't fix your problems. I can't even help with your problems. I don't know what to say. I say the same stuff, and it's never good enough. Because you expect too much out of your friends. So there we go. Talk to Midnight, talk to Hunter, talk to Jason, Mala, Marcus, Michael, whatever. Just don't talk to me. Okay? Please. Look, I wish you the best in life. Okay? I hope one day there's a cure for diabetes, and you're the first in line to get it. They choose you out of everybody else, so you don't have to spend another single second with that dreadful disease. That's what I hope. I hope your parents either get divorced or they come to their senses and they remember how to love each other, and they don't put you or Teddy or Jenna or your little brother into their crap, and you're all just a big happy family. I hope you graduate from high school, you go to college, and you become a video game designer like you've wanted to, like you've expressed to me and the others. I hope you make a lot of money. I hope you meet a great girl, or if one day you decide I like men. I mean, you're like a dinosaur, so it's not that far off, really. I hope you find somebody to love you forever, and you marry them, and you live happily ever after. I know I've said all this stuff, it's probably very harsh, but I really, truly do wish the best for you. Okay? I do. I do. But right now, I want to be a part of your life. I don't want you to be a part of my life. You can be a part of all of our other friends' lives, sure. Just not me, man. Just not me. I'm done, okay? You're probably crying. And I'm sorry, man. I was glad to meet you. But I'm even gladder to let you go. Because it's just too much for me to handle, okay? I give. I fold. I give. It could be your fault. Some of it could be. Some of it could not be. All of it could be your fault, or none of it could be your fault. But it doesn't matter to me because it'll never change. It'll always be the same. So, there we go. I don't know how long this was. It's very bright. I don't know how long this was. You're crying, probably. I hope you Learn to accept it. You don't need me. Why do you need me, Alex? Sure, I might make you laugh every once in a while, but then 5 minutes later, you're just upset again. You don't need me. I hope you learn to live without me. Hopefully you just end, the video ends and you're not crying and you're just like, Godspeed, Fred. Then you go on for your life. Give message Hunter or whoever. You just won't be messaging me. Okay? That's all I have to say. Why did my lights do that? Okay. Is that your spirit, Alex? Spirit of our friendship trying to ruin this video? Not gonna happen, man. I'm about to end it. Our friendship and this video. I hope this sheds some light on the situation. You might agree with me, you might hate my guts. If you do hate my guts, that just means you won't try to pursue our friendship anymore, so I'm fine with that, really, to be honest. That probably sounds sad to you and a lot of other people, but I'd be okay with that. I'm up for it. Okay? So, thank you for watching. I'm going to send this to you on Google, and then you can comment in the comments, you know, whatever. I can't promise. If I feel like replying to you, I will. If I don't, I'm not going to reply, so don't expect one. But whatever you want to do, have a great life, man. If you want to wish me a great life, go ahead. I honestly don't think I have much to offer to the world, but who knows what'll happen. The main fact is, you don't have much to offer to me. I don't have anything to offer to you. Now, I'll change my wording. You don't have anything to offer to me either. Just a bunch of headaches. I don't want headaches, Alex. I don't want headaches. With that, whoever's watching this, thank you, I guess. I mean, it's not a happy video in the slightest, but I had to make it. So, goodbye, Alex. Happy trails, my friend. Sorry.